Have you made a gift to your child, or you're about to, and you're counting on that sliding scale everyone mentions to cut the tax bill if you don't quite make 7 years? And you're assuming that even after 3 years, at least some relief kicks in automatically? Look, if so, you're in the right place, because taper relief might be the most misunderstood rule in the whole of inheritance tax. In the next few minutes, you'll learn what it actually reduces, the £325,000 catch that switches it off completely for most families, and a worked example with real numbers so you can see which side of the line that you're on. I'm Gary from Westwood Estate Planning. Let's untangle this one properly. So here's the misconception head on. Most people believe that taper relief shrinks the gift, that after a few years, less of it counts towards your estate. That's not how it works. Taper relief never touches the value of the gift. It only reduces the rate of tax on it. The full gift stays in the calculation for 7 years, every penny of it. What tapers is the percentage, from 40% down in steps the longer you survive after year 3. Now that distinction looks like it's splitting hairs. It isn't. And here's why. So this is the part that almost nobody tells you. Tax on a gift only arises on the amount above your £325,000 nil rate band, and your gifts use up that band first, before the rest of your estate. So if everything you've given away in the 7 years before your death totals less than £325,000, there's no tax to pay on the gifts at all, which means there's nothing for taper relief to reduce. It never even switches on. For most families making sensible gifts, taper relief is completely irrelevant. The gifts simply eat into the tax band and the estate picks up the consequence instead. Now, most people in your position are absolutely fine, but if you're gifting larger sums, perhaps a house deposit for each of the children or a serious chunk of savings, the numbers change. Let me show you. So say Mr. Smith gives his daughter £425,000 towards her home and sadly passes away 5.5 years later. The first £325,000 of that gift swallows his entire nil rate band. It's the £100,000 remaining that's taxable. And because he survived between 5 and 6 years, taper relief cuts the rate down from 40% down to 16%. So that's a £16,000 bill instead of £40,000. That's genuine help. But notice two things. The relief only touched the 100,000, not the 425,000. And his daughter is the one that the HMRC looked to for that 16 grand. The tax on a gift like this usually falls on the person that receives it. And this tends to come as quite a surprise several years later when the money's been sent renovating their kitchen. So look, what does doing this well look like? It's about knowing your numbers before you gift, how much band you're using, what would happen at each anniversary, and keeping a clear record of what you gave to whom and when. Your executors will thank you for it. There are also allowances and exemptions that can take gifts out of the reckoning entirely. I've covered the 7-year rule and gifts from your surplus income in other videos, and they work beautifully alongside this. But look, everyone's situation is different, and a rule this misunderstood is exactly where a second pair of eyes earns its keep. So if you'd like to chat through your own situation, you can book a free, no obligation 15-minute call with me. No pressure, no jargon, just a friendly conversation to help you feel more informed. So thank you so much for watching. I've been Gary from Westwood Estate Planning, here to protect your family and secure your peace of mind. Look, if these videos are useful, a like helps more families find them, and subscribing to this channel means you won't miss what's coming. We cover a new estate planning question regularly, so stay tuned. And bye for now.